What's up, guys? It's Casey Zuckelman, aka the Fort Sanderson sister, coming at you with another Hocus Pocus BooOOOK of recipes video. In today's video, you can guess, I'm sure you can guess what we're using. We're using the Hocus Pocus official cookbook. We're continuing our journey through this book. Today we're making the Gravestone sugar cookies, which is on this page. You may have noticed in the last several of these that I've been editing out the portions of me reading from the book. That's because I don't want to get copyrighted. Don't sue me, author, please. Don't sue me. Don't sue me, you guys. I love your book, and that's why I want to show it off and try your recipes. But I'm not going to do the other thing anymore, so don't sue me. So, for this recipe, you are going to need all-purpose flour, sugar, baking powder, softened butter, vanilla, salt, a gravestone shaped cookie cutter, and some edible ink markers. I don't want to know what's in these things because, you know, it could be weird. It could be weird chemicals, but there you go. You're also going to obviously need measuring cups, teaspoons, tablespoons, and a mixer. Which, as you can see, I'm not in my normal kitchen. That's because I'm dog sitting whenever I'm filming this. I'm at a friend's house, and they gave me express permission to do this in their home, and I appreciate them very much. So there you go. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this. So in a small bowl, this is what we're gonna use for our small bowl. Mix together 2 cups of flour. Oh, thank God I didn't break the seal. I was like, these are supposed to be resealable, and yeah, I didn't get the zipper. We're good. We're fine. Everything's cool. It's all good. She's got this little handy-dandy thing that I'm using here. All right. Yeah, that's about one. I'm gonna make a mess, but that's okay because I'm still here for a few more days and I can clean it. I can clean it. Alright, it's hard to do this in a bag. Scoop and sweep. Scoop and sweep. Terminology picked up by Chef Ann Burrell from Worst Cooks in America. I love that woman. She is my spirit animal. There we go. All right. Whew, that barely holds. Barely holds. It's amazing. All right. Okay. There's that part. Now we need the baking powder. All right. And for the baking powder, you only need 2 teaspoons of that. So 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm mostly filming desserts the day I'm filming this because this is the day I have the most time to do things. I'm gonna have to step back from the mic for a little bit in a second. But first we need sugar. We need sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar to be exact. I chose a small bag. I went with Imperial cane sugar. There is a difference, I'm sure, but I just really didn't want to have an enormous bag of sugar left to take home with me after this is over. So it also says to do this with a hand mixer. I don't have a hand mixer here because I'm not at my house. I'm using her awesome stand mixer instead. So there you go. Butter, I think, has softened fairly. All right. Ooh. All right, you need a whole stick of butter for this, by the way. Whole stick of butter in there with the sugar. So once you got that in your mixer, you need to mix it for 1 to 2 minutes or until it's light and fluffy. Here goes nothing. do be a good baker in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm actually quite bad at it. The only time I was successful so far was the Black River brownie bars, which if you haven't watched that, you can watch it by clicking on this thing over here. So there you go. All right. Once you got that in there. Also, a mystery ingredient that Casey left out. Eggs. You need eggs. You can't not have eggs or you're just, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really, really bad. So there's that. Now, I will go on and pause here and say you can make these in different flavors. They have some in here for like 3 different flavors. We're going straight sugar cookies. I don't got that kind of time, and I don't have those kind of ingredients. So again, if you want to try that, pick up the book, get the book. Now we need to add the vanilla, which is a full teaspoon. Okay, 1 teaspoon of vanilla coming right up. One for good luck. Everybody's like, why did you do that? Baking's an exact science. No. Okay. 1 teaspoon of vanilla coming right up. One for good luck. Everybody's like, why did you do that? Baking's an exact science. No. Oh, I gotta put the salt in there too. Oops. It's okay. It's alright. I'll do this part first, I guess. Alright, so now we gotta stir it again. And then you need 2 eggs. 2 eggs. Beating after each addition. Oh, also, because I forgot, you need a half a tablespoon of salt. Or, not tablespoon, teaspoon, half a teaspoon of salt in your flour mixture. I told you I'm bad at baking, alright? Baking is not my forte. God, if the authors of this cookbook see this, they're going to be like, Christ. Add the flour mixture all at once until it seems like soft crumbles. Okay. In you go. All at once. You heard the man. You heard the book. Alright, watch this explode. Oh, it didn't that time. Hallelujah. For once, it didn't go poof like it did with the sugar earlier. Woo! That's because I turned it up too loud. Too high, leave it low, leave it low. Okay, so we've got our dough done here. There it is, in all its glory. It is probably a lot stickier than I would have liked, but you know what, that's okay. I gotta roll this out. Unfortunately, I don't have a rolling pin, so we're gonna do this by hand. This ought to be interesting. So I can only imagine the chaos that is about to ensue in a minute. Again, if you're seeing this, authors of this cookbook, if you're seeing this, authors of this cookbook, well, we're not using that now, are we? You're probably going, the worst person in the world is representing our work right now. I don't claim to be a good baker. I'm pretty good at the other stuff. I am a very not great baker, and I'll say that with gusto. I'm quite bad at the baking thing. But we're trying, and all you can do is try sometimes. And this is one of those times where you can only try to not be an nincompoop. In these last few episodes, I've been a lot more like Winifred, confident and stuff. And this one, definitely more on the Sarah side. Thanks. Oh, God. I could not do that dough thing again if I tried. I don't think I want to try. That was just really funny. Even to me, that was funny. Which, it said soft crumbles, and these are not crumbles. So mine probably didn't come out quite as planned, I guess you would say. Try these for yourself, guys. Don't follow me on this. But remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more great content like me being an idiot. So there we go. Got the dough out, at least as much as humanly possible. And I'm gonna roll it out. And by roll it out, I mean we're gonna try something. So sometimes just get a little bottle like this, and it usually will work. Just a little glass bottle sometimes is all you need. And this might be one of those times. Oh my God, I'm gonna regret shaking this thing up later, aren't I? I'm gonna regret it. Alright. So as this part is probably gonna make me look like an even bigger imbecile than I am gonna cut away here in a minute while I cut away with the Gravestone cookie cutter. So just make sure you use the sharp side and cut your cookies out and then put them on a different mat. Yeah, I'm cutting away from this. So, after an embarrassing attempt at trying to roll those out myself, as well as having to go back and add more flour because I did it wrong, I added too much vanilla, I thought it would make it better and it made it worse. We have our gravestones cut out. Some of them look a little funky donkey, but that's okay. So just make sure you got your oven at 375, stick these in for about 7 to 9 minutes or until they start to brown on the edges. Okay, they're finally done. It took a while. They actually held their shape pretty well. I was afraid they were going to come out as blobs, so there you go. There's our sugar cookie. I'm going to give it a taste before I decorate one of these, so we have one that's just, you know, regular. They're not bad. They're just your regular old sugar cookies. I was afraid adding the extra flour was going to screw up the sugar ratio. No, it's pretty good still. So, I mean, you know, we gotta do at least one, right, before I call it a video. There you go, guys. I made Cass's gravestone. I don't know. I don't know. These are cute. These are cute. I didn't know they made, well, I mean, I knew they made markers like this, but those are cool. So there you go. This recipe's not just a bunch of hocus pocus. It's pretty good. If you want to try adding the different flavors that they talk about in here, pick up a copy of the book and do that. I'm sure they taste pretty good. These were good. These are good cookies. It's the first time I made them from scratch. And I did screw up. I almost said, and I didn't screw up, except I did. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me. What helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. I don't know when you're seeing this video. When I'm filming it, it's 2024. You could be seeing this in 2025. I don't know. These are time traveling videos, but I'm sure whenever you're seeing this, there is a Thursday night Twitch stream over on my Twitch channel at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know what game we're playing because I don't know when you're seeing this. So there's that. But yeah, make sure to go tune into that and follow me over on Twitch. And then I'm sure on Saturday night, whenever you're seeing this, there's going to be Black Flame Gaming here on the channel. Not sure which game we're playing right now whenever you're seeing this, so I'm sure Editing Me is popping up the text down below. If you're a regular on this channel, please remember to drop a like, share your thoughts on this recipe down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zogelman, aka the Ford Sanderson Sister, and I'll see you witches and wizards later.
I have put a spell on you.